All right, everybody, welcome to this broadcast here tonight. Broadcast on Zaleski Sports. We get our audio here straightened out, and we are just about ready to go here tonight. And it looks like we're going to maybe even try to start this son of a gun a little bit early here, perhaps. But, as our officials are doing the counting up all the players, and about 10 minutes prior to our scheduled time for kickoff. So send a quick note to all your friends. Let them know that soccer is just about underway here. It's the first ever Marshfield Tiger Girls Soccer match here at Hiding Field. And Jason Zaleski alongside Bob McManus. And Bob, maybe let's start with that a little bit. We've got first ever match here at home. Now, the girls played on Tuesday, 2-0 win over at Spash. But from a coaching perspective, one thing you want to talk about here is, it's your first ever. That game here is delayed by a year. We should have been playing last year, and now we're playing this year. How do you keep the girls level and still, though, have them ready for the match?
That's the hardest part coming off of COVID and everything else is they should come out and they should be ready to go, and it'll be interesting for the first 10 or 15 minutes, really kind of getting their bearings on this beautiful turf field. It's a beautiful night, just a couple of clouds in the sky. Looks like about a 10-mile-an-hour wind, and it looks great. The refs are out there, and they're doing their initial work that they do. The girls on both teams are lined up, so it's going to be an exciting game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Like I said, Marshfield opened up the season on Tuesday with a road win, 2-0 at Spash. So they've got that kind of under their belts a little bit. As far as that's concerned, Kate Schilling with a goal, and who else do we have here? Amara Porter with a goal on Tuesday. And weather, like you said, it's nice. It's sunny. It's a little bit brisk, but once these girls get moving around out there, that all goes away, gets out of your mind. It looks like we're going to have national anthem here at Hiding Community Field. All right, so again, all 22 are on the field, and we are just moments away from starting tonight's match. It's the Merrill Blue Jays and the Marshfield Tigers. Merrill coached by Kyle Hahn and assisted by Will Bilecki, and Marshfield coached by Lucky Lindner and assisted by Jeff Malter. Bob, you've got some experience in your years here in Marshfield with those two. As you kind of think about this, say the first 5-7 minutes here of the match, and as it unfolds, what are some of those things you might be looking for to know it's unfolding the way that Coach Lindner and how Coach Malter have kind of programmed it for their girls here tonight?
Well, what's interesting is knowing their coaching strategy and coming off of a win 2-0 the other night. They've definitely got some momentum. You could see the way that they've lined up. Merrill is going to try to do it. It looks like their strategy is a 4-3-1-2, which is a defensive posture. Mm-hmm. So that bodes well for the way Jeff and Steve like to go, because they like to take the ball down there and they like to put it in the back of the net. And it looks like Merrill is positioned for that. So it'll be interesting to see when Marshfield actually does line up what kind of formation that they're in. But they've got some great forwards, and they've got some Lady Tigers that really know how to move that ball with 1 and 2 touches. So it's going to be exciting.
And then what are some of the way you talked about that Merrill defense, and I think you're right. You can, if this is the way that they will perform, and it looks like they will. You don't line up like this just for show. You line up like this because this is your formation, at least for the first half of the match. What are some things offensively you can do when that defense is all kind of sunk back towards that goalie? What are some things you can do to work your way around that type of defense?
So it looks like they're starting off. It looks like what they'll probably do, knowing Steve and Jeff, they'll do maybe a 3-3-3, and then they'll have 3 forwards. Might just be 2 forwards, and they'll try to get some congestion out there, and then work it inside the 18. That is what I believe that they're going to do. And I know both Jeff and Steve, they like the ball to move. They like to move it on the grass. They don't want to see balls up in the air, and they like 1 and 2 touches. So that's going to be interesting to see is if Marshfield can do 1 and 2 touches, they'll be able to take care of that 4-3 strategy. So that's going to be interesting to see how they do. And looking at how they had the game the other day on Tuesday, they should be very successful tonight.
Last time Marshfield competed as a school, they went to state. That was 2 years ago. And you and I were talking about team captains, Abby Kilty, Courtney Meyer, Kate Schilling. 2 years ago, they were sophomores. So, how would you go around coaching something like that where the last time you played competitively as a unit, your leaders were all sophomores? How does that kind of, obviously it's got to work, but how do you get it to work?
Yeah, the great thing is about competitors, they're going to work out even in the off season. So they can't get the normal competitive stuff out here. So they've got all that pent up energy. If you look at, just this last weekend in the Kentucky Derby, if you can imagine those horses in the gate, that's the way these ladies are feeling right now. They've been in the gate long enough. They've waited. Now we got to open up the gates and we got to put that ball in the back of the net.
I think that's a great analogy. I like that one, and I think you're right. And so obviously they got off to the right start, 2-0. As I said, over in Stevens Point at the Portage County Youth Soccer Facility over there, and they get to play their first ever match here at Hiding Community Stadium. They got to watch their boys, classmates play in the fall, and they had one of those, I don't know, lifetime moments, I suppose. It was a regional final, and it goes to the second overtime, and I'm going to make sure I say the name right. Ian Haugen with the winner, and in the snow. As how they're playing, and he goes sliding through. So it's just one of those moments that will live in Marshfield soccer history for a long time. And these girls got to see that,
right?
And they're out here now to make their own moments.
That's what they're doing, is they're looking to make the moment. It looks like the ref is looking at his watch. He's just about ready to start the game.
All right, we'll play 2 45-minute halves, and the first half is underway here in Marshfield as Marshfield Tiger girls will play and now are in their first home match at Hiding Community Field. So we'll see a lot of first today, Bob. We'll see. Well, we've already seen the first match. We'll maybe see a first yellow. We'll likely see a first goal.
Right.
And check those all off the list as we go.
Right.
As Marshfield with possession here, and as you said, they've got all the room here to work in the midfield that they would want, I think.
Yeah, they're looking. You could see they're all the way past the midfield, and they're looking it in, and just as expected, they're doing really good 1 and 2 touches, and that's what Jeff and Steve like, is to control the ball. They'll probably bring it outside to the wings and work it in. Right now, they're having a little bit of a. There they go. When the ball went right through the ref's legs. Now they're going to pass it back, and they're going to reset back up at midfield, passing it all the way back, and the Lady Tigers are going to reset. Probably swing it out wide. Merrill's coming in to get that. That was almost a steal.
Yeah, but
the ball's just playing around right now. This is part of the first and second minute nerves that they have, and they will gain control. But so far, for the first minute or so, Marshfield has had the ball. Now they're going down the right wing. She's going to come in, and good left foot right into the 6. Merrill had to work very hard to keep that out, and looks like Marshfield will keep the ball with a possession. Ball was kicked out down around the 5, so they'll do a nice throw in.
Be Sophie Grundling here to throw for the Tigers, as we've seen Courtney Meyer in the midfield do work, and the throw comes in over the head of Avery Weister. Ball bouncing in the box, still in the box.
Strike,
goes
going
Grundling
for the strike.
And shoots that one to the near side. and a goal kick upcoming for the Blue Jays. So right away, Bob, we see Marshfield, they push on the attack. Like you said, they went wide on the wing. They got the throw and had a couple nice cracks at it right away.
Yeah, if this is, it looks like the way it's going to be. I mean, already just 2 minutes into the game, they've had possession just about the whole time, and they've been down on Merrill's side of the field. So it's Merrill's going to have to work on this. You can see that the Tigers are ready to go. The ball comes out.
So this will be Kate Steckbauer, and right away taken back by Sophie Grunling, and Grunling down the far side.
She's going to bring it right back into the middle. Looking for a Tiger there. There's one shot.
There's Berger
back to the middle.
And that'll be chased down and then shepherded out. And another goal kick upcoming as Kate Schilling chased it down, but ball out and another goal kick for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, Merrill's stoppers, their defensive four and their stoppers are really going to have to work to get this very hungry Tiger offense to stop that. You could see it's already having an issue with them. Merrill kicks the ball out from the 6 on the kickoff. Merrill has the ball down. Marshfield gets possession of it, kicks it back.
Yep, Ugna with the kick in there, and now here goes Schilling to work on the outside.
Boy, she's got a great left foot. Goalie knocks it out to the left in a corner kick, and this is something that I know both Steve and Jeff love. Corner kicks. The more of those you can give, the more scoring opportunities you get.
First corner of the match, and it'll be Grunling to send it in from the far corner as one Tiger in the box now. And at the top you see Kate Schilling, and we'll see where Grunling decides to send with her right foot. So Grunling ready. She'll put her arm up. There it is, and her Tigers will go into motion. It comes into Schilling. Schilling swing and a miss from the top of the box. But I mentioned Schilling there, Bob, at the start of that corner. Just couldn't quite find a connection up top.
Right. But she's putting it in perfectly inside the 18. That will come along. Merrill's really going to have to work on that. Merrill does the throw-in. They initially had possession. Marshfield has it. Merrill's now just across midfield. They see an open left forward over there. She tried to one-touch it over to the other forward, and that didn't work.
Yeah, that was Rebecca Rell there, and yeah, you're right. It'll be a Merrill throw, so they'll throw and come back in with it. I think that's Zavala on the throw, and thought I saw a flag. I did see a flag on the other side, and there it comes. So Marshall will throw back.
That was a long throw-in. That was a great throw-in. Marshfield retains a possession now. Merrill steals that ball away, and Merrill's just looking to put something together. That Marshfield defense is just really like a wall.
Yeah, Olivia Stevenson battling here on the outside for Merrill as she and Samantha Kilty work, and the ball comes free in the middle. It'll be Merrill pushing up.
Yep.
As we see Annika Bartz chase that one down, and it'll be a throw coming for the Blue Jays.
Marshfield's defense is perfectly in position. There's a couple of areas there that Merrill, if they look at this, they could possibly exploit, but we'll see what they do. Throw-in comes right in.
Yep, Steckbauer with the throw.
There you go. Marshfield gets that ball back up.
There comes
coming
Hayden
just
Berger.
Up to center field. There you boy, and look at that
touch
forward
right
across.
To Berger. And Blue Jays, nothing they could do with it there, right? Just kick it out and get their defensive shape back, get realigned defensively.
Nothing they can do, but I'll tell you, that just goes to the testament of what Jeff and Steve do as coaches. They like that passing, and as you saw, 4 Tigers come down. It was just brilliant.
Kilty with the throw. You see Schilling again in on the action, and it'll cycle back to Ugna. And Ugna now over to Lossman, Becca Lossman. And I believe that's Claire Curtelli on the outside there, and then Grunling not able to keep it in. So ball given away back to the Blue Jays.
It's nice to see with the Marshfield Tigers is they're not stressing. They're maintaining possession of the ball, and they wait until they get that opening, and then they go. Merrill's going to take the throw-in. It looks like Marshfield intercepts that throw-in, kicks it upfield. They're going to go down that right wing.
Yeah, there's another Weister, and puts that ball back to the middle. Nobody home in the middle for the Tigers that time.
Merrill's doing a good job of getting that ball back downfield. It's 5-on-3 right now. Merrill's got, and Marshfield intercepts the ball again. Merrill's stopper comes up, stops the ball from going back. Got to send it out to the right wing. Going down the right wing, that looks like that'll go out of bounds. Marshfield ball.
It's a little bit too long there for 24, Olivia Stevenson. Stevenson had a nice run down the side there, Bob, but just a little bit too long for her.
Yep.
And that goes out, so it'll throw right back to Merrill, I believe, and it'll be Stevenson to throw. Yeah, she will throw it into Scoveria, and right back to her, and another throw coming up for the Blue Jays. Stevenson working hard here. This time she'll let Scoveria throw. And when headed on up ahead by McKenna Smith. And now Marshfield's shilling with it at the midfield.
Oh, you got a right wing over there just ready. You could see that the Marshfield Tigers know that, so far they've had five, just about 7 minutes, they've had 5 opportunities from that right wing, bringing it into the center. So that you do that so many times, at some point it is going to pay off. Looks like Merrill with the throw in. Yeah, Marshfield with the steal.
Bob, let's go back to what I asked you in the pregame. So we're now in the 8th minute. No score here in the 8th minute. Coach Linder, Malter, happy right now? Neutral?
They're very happy right now because they see right now that Marshfield has had possession out of the 8 minutes. They've probably had possession about 6 minutes. Those opportunities are something that pay off. So Merrill's going to have to do something to counteract that. Here we are again on the right wing, sending it back through, and the goalie was there, had a good one, but we had a forward right there in the middle. At some point, that's gonna pay off. So the coaches are happy with what they see, and Merrill has got to they're going to have to make an adjustment to that.
So Merrill with Rebecca Rell here make a run down the far side for Merrill.
She's doing a great job of dribbling that ball back there. It looks like she
may have earned herself a corner.
A corner kick, yeah. She did a great job on that. It's nice to have a left forward with a good left foot like that.
So
she did a great job.
Off of Becca Losman, so yeah, earns her and her Blue Jays a corner, and it'll be Kate Steckbauer coming in for the first Blue Jay corner. Each team now with 1 corner apiece here in the first 9 minutes of action.
Great to see Marshfield with their setup, and they've got 1 sweeper all the way in the back just in case something gets there. Ball goes through the middle, and that sure enough, that sweeper got it and got it out of the danger zone. It's good for Marshfield. Merrill with possession right now, looking to get it. Merrill takes a big kick.
Yeah,
gets outside. Goalie is outside of the box. Couldn't get it. It was a big bouncing ball. But again, Marshfield has possession. Kicks that ball away to Merrill. Marshfield gets it again, and look at that left forward is right there. That right forward going down the right wing is what they're looking for. They've got to get somebody in the middle.
Here's Avery Weister right here.
Man, that's a great 2-touch scenario right there. Marshfield just got it down inside the zone. Man, just as quick as they possibly could, which is really good.
Abiagna here, 24 for Marshfield, and we'll turn the ball over in the midfield. And then scooted away by Losman, a throw coming up for Merrill.
Yeah, you can see that Merrill's starting to pick up the pace here. I think they were a little overwhelmed in the beginning. Starting to pick up the pace with a defense against Marshfield.
Blue Jays is concerned coming out, do you think, Bob? And maybe just kind of letting the action come to them a little bit and then make their next move, make the transition into something else.
That's exactly it. That's exactly what they were doing, and they're kind of calming down. Again, there were only about 10 minutes and 39 seconds into the game, so both teams now have had the feeling of being out on the turf. The ball moves faster and getting the adrenaline out and the nerves, and now we're into some good soccer.
Hannah Holly coming in off the bench for Coach Steve Lindner and the Tigers. We'll get all those subs best we can. Long ways from here down to the field, Bob.
It is,
long ways to see.
It is a long way.
And then the numbers on top of it. And interestingly enough, for me anyway, easier to see sometimes what the lights are on, but that's not so bad right now. This is Annika Bartz. And coming all the way through to McKenna Smith. And what are we going to have here? We got a PK coming up?
Probably going to be a PK.
So McKenna Smith had the ball. She falls in the box, and indeed a penalty kick and a real opportunity here for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, that was a trip inside the box. It wasn't intentional, but a trip nevertheless.
Trip is a trip.
It's a very tough situation for both the shooter and the goalie. The goalie has to stay fluid across the line. And the goalie on these cannot advance out or to the back. They literally have to stay on that line.
So it'll be Smith to kick. 22 is the goalie? Okay, thank you.
Ref blows it live.
So Claire Aller,
Shot,
and the shot is good. And Bob, our first goal of the match.
Yep, first goal of the match over there in the right corner. Pretty common that folks do on PK. And you know, this happens a lot. And when you get possession of the ball and you start feeling good, Merrill got one through and 1-0. Now, knowing both Steve and Jeff, this doesn't bother them at all because they know what they can rely on is the fact that they've been down 7 different times now on that right wing, 2 on the left where they were able to get it to the middle. They're going to have to capitalize that and convert on that now.
Yeah, you know, I guess you would consider that just an odd situation. It was nothing malicious that happened, but because of where it happened, the penalty kick is awarded, and you know, the goalie's in a tough spot on a PK. That's a lot to cover back there.
That's a tough situation. Marshfield with possession. Merrill kicks it out. Marshfield will get the throw in. Down the line, just passing midfield.
Samantha Kilty with the throw,
There's
and up ahead comes Berger. And Berger will throw as that one was scooted out by Scoveria. So another throw from Kilty. And now down the side cut. Here's Schilling on the outside.
There again from that left wing right in the middle. Look at that. Oh boy, I'll tell you what. If they can convert on that, it's going to be good. And that's really what Steve and Jeff like to do is get it out there to the wings. That ball comes back inside the 6. Merrill is there to deflect the ball. Marshfield now has possession again. Oh, that's going to be a good. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, Berger just didn't quite get a solid foot on it there. She had the spot, just didn't quite get a solid kick on it.
That's the hard thing. It was a reasonable shot. Goalie picked it up and kicked it out, back out to midfield. Marshfield has possession.
Again, if you're just joining us now, McKenna Smith with the penalty kick goal in the 11th minute. Just a few minutes ago as we play here in the 13th minute. And Merrill out to a 1-0 lead early here in this Wisconsin Valley Girls Soccer match. There goes Courtney Meyer, again, midfielder for the Tigers and team captain, out to Grunling. And Grunling shoots that one all the way down the field. It'll land in the Blue Jay defense. Until now.
She's out there on that wing. She's got one person right in the middle.
Hannah Holly.
Dumps
nice
it
job.
back.
Yep, back to Grunling.
Keep good possession.
Now here's Schilling. And Bob, you hear me keep talking about Kate Schilling. We're going to hear from Kate today.
Yeah, she takes a good shot on goal. Good right foot just outside the 18. Goalie have it again. I think that's the 3rd or 4th shot on goal. So it's just a matter. It's just a matter of time. Ball back out across midfield. Both Marshfield and Merrill going for it.
Yeah, give credit there to Merrill's McKenna Smith as she harassed Samantha Kilty all the way down there and able to kind of force the tempo there just a little bit.
Yeah.
And coming off that goal, she's got energy.
Yep. Oh, looking for that pass through the middle. That's a great setup. Just a little dope.
And
there it is.
Schilling
She's going to
collides.
take a shot, and the ball goes wide.
Yeah, just off the side of her foot there, I do believe, and a goal kick upcoming for the Blue Jays. Schilling collided with the Blue Jay defender just outside of the 18-yard box there and fell down. Otherwise, there was something developing there for the Tigers.
There was something developing there. The ball rolls truer, but it also runs faster on turf. Mm-hmm. That could be both a curse and an advantage all at the same time.
Yeah. No, you're right. It's a fast-playing surface. Absolutely.
Ball was just kicked out.
Bob, I'm sure you've had some experiences playing on what a lot of folks would call goat pastures, and the ball can take a lot of wicked hops.
Ball can take a lot of wicked hops. So you would always want to prefer to be on turf, but especially as these folks these players go from turf to grass, or if they practice on grass, it does become a slightly different game. So they're just getting used to that.
As this last off of Schilling, I think we've got a Blue Jay throw coming up. Here again, Jason Zaleski alongside Bob McManus. Bob and I met on a soccer field, 5-6 years ago, whatever it might have been.
That was, we were in Wisconsin Rapids.
Okay, there you go. And I knew right away I had a soccer friend for life at that moment. And Bob's team won that night too, so that made it a little bit nicer for everybody. I think you may have been like maybe a 16U team or something like that.
16U, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, many of them there's a few team members here. Courtney, her brother, played on that team.
Oh, sure.
It was a great team.
Yeah, Brandon. Right?
Yes.
Brandon Meyer. Yeah, that's right. Here
And
goes
Tyler Meyer as well.
Grundling down the side, now cuts back in, now back out. Grundling's got some nice ball skills.
That's a nice footwork. She's got to
There's
stop
Holly
that
in the
before
corner.
it goes out.
She does. Hannah Holly, come back in with it.
There you go.
to
Nice.
Grundling.
Center it back through.
And
Up
Grundling,
over the goal. Oh,
that
boy,
one
if there
just
was...
touched, just got a right hand on it, did the Merrill goalie. Who do we have in goal for Merrill?
She has 3 defenders right there, so they're really making
Vanessa
it.
Bayer. Yeah, okay.
They're really making it difficult for Marshfield. Marshfield's going to have to move that ball around. They're starting to congregate together, so it looks like it's going to be a Marshfield corner kick.
Yep,
It's
Sophie
a great
Grundling
opportunity.
again. And yeah, so Vanessa Bayer in goal for the Blue Jays, and she's had her work cut out for her, but she stood up to the task here so far. Here's Grundling on the corner, her second, Marshfield's second corner here in the first half.
That's a beautiful set right in the Merrill. Merrill pops it out with a right foot. Merrill gets possession. Marshfield takes that ball
There goes
away,
Schilling again.
going back
Schilling.
out to the wing. She's looking for that opportunity.
A little bit quick there, perhaps, as that one stops on the goal line and
Oh.
just off the side of the box. Actually, it did come out.
Yep.
I don't think she got that kick away before she stepped out, but
Just outside.
Oh, man, what an opportunity there.
The line judge on the other side made a very good call. That was close, but that was a very good call.
Either way, it does hit the side of the cage, so it would be a goal kick either way. There's a lot happening during the course of a live soccer match, Bob, and
Yep.
It's all about opportunities, right? You miss one here, you miss one there, but it's all about opportunities, and eventually you'll get yours.
That's exactly it. It's a numbers game. So what's interesting is you see the Merrill folks take the when they inbound the ball from the 6, the shot's going. It's not going as far each time, so they're getting tired down there. And that the more pressure Marshfield can do, the better off they are. Yeah. However, so far Merrill has done a great job. You could see Merrill, their folks are lined up perfectly.
Yeah, Marshfield undercutting every goalie kick. Everybody rushing to the ball. Very aggressive play by the Tigers, especially in their offensive half. Or offensive third, I should say. Smith not able to handle. What will they... They're going to rule a Blue Jay throw, so Blue Jays will move down into position. My apologies. That was actually Caitlin Winningham for Merrill. As Alex Johnson for Merrill. Got to peek through the hair on the back of the number sometimes.
Right. That throw in, that was good. It looks like Merrill will retain possession. That goal really helped Merrill. You could see that their play has picked up, and Marshfield is staying to the task, so it hasn't rattled them at all. So those are good situations for both teams. This is a great soccer game.
Ugna not able to keep it in for the Tigers, and the whistle. We're going to have a couple Marshfield subs come in. There was a sub apiece a moment ago for each team, and I just could not get the numbers. So that's on me. They're tough to see all the way down there.
I'll tell you, it's a different game. I'm used to being on the sideline as a coach, and boy, it really opens up here.
Yeah, you see the whole thing.
You do, and I guess that's why in professional sports they've got coaches up in the box. Now I see why.
Right. That's right. Yes, this will be chased down. I saw it. I think that was a 2 on the jersey there. I don't have a 2 on the varsity roster, so perhaps Devin Miller.
She did a great job of shielding the ball so that Merrill couldn't get it, but Merrill is going to get the throw in. Marshfield set up defensively, throw in, trying to get it inside the 18. Inside the 18, Merrill has it.
Yeah, it's Winningham working down low and no passing partner there, and Marshfield just gets it out. Another throw for the Blue Jays.
Very smart of Marshfield not to risk it and just kick it out. If in doubt, kick it out.
There you go. I like that. Yeah. Makes sense, though, as here is McKenna Smith. Smith with the only goal here so far in today's match. Marshfield playing on the defense here, really for the first extended period of time here in the first half.
Yeah. Oh, there they go. Sending up. Marshfield sends it up across the midline, taking it down the right wing. Now it's a sprint.
Yeah. Here's
exactly
Holly. And Holly in the corner, Schilling asking for it. And may give back to Grunling, but all the here's Grunling here.
There you go. One touch, take that shot. Oh, just over. And you could see the expression on her face. She knew that ball was a floater.
Yeah, she had it open right inside the 18-yard box, but yeah, just a little bit high. And there was some wind coming across there and may have got some under rotation on it and then just caught up in the wind and floated right over the top of the goal.
Yep, she missed the goal, but she got the field goal with the goalpost behind. Unfortunately, those don't count, but it was a good shot. You could just see that Merrill foot coming out when they're taking the shot on the six.
Here's Schilling, and same
there
spot.
Again. So you see what's starting to happen is the Marshfield Tigers are really now getting hungry. They could sense the back of that the back of the net. So they're getting antsy for it. Maybe taking a shot just a second before they should. They'll make that adjustment.
Give this opportunity here to tell you about Fleet Farm. Fleet Farm's Garden Center is open. Pick up annuals, perennials, shrubs, and vegetables. Plus, make your yard look great with lawn fertilizers. And
that was a great left foot again. Marshfield came over from that right wing, right in the center with a good left foot, right into the right corner of the net. The goalie didn't stand a chance on that.
I said we'd hear Kate Schilling's name. I just didn't know why I was going to say it during a Fleet Farm ad. But, yeah, Kate Schilling, and we are tied at 1. That goal comes in the 22nd minute here of the first half.
And that's just great coaching and great players of staying patient, letting the game happen. And Marshfield will now, I think, get very comfortable with that, and we'll see if Merrill can pick it up. So far, Merrill's done a great job, but they just can't afford to keep letting Marshfield get down there to those wings, because that will continue to happen.
All right, let's give this one more shot here. Fleet Farm's Garden Center is open. Pick up annuals, perennials, shrubs, and vegetables. Plus, make your yard look great with lawn fertilizers, tools, grass seed, power equipment, lawnmowers, and more. Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955. Thought I'd read that one more time, too, Bob, because that brought some luck to the Tigers, but no such thing that time.
Right. Well, Merrill started off at the kickoff, and they were going down pretty well, and then Marshfield got the ball. They're just outside the 18, sending it over there to that left wing.
Here comes Ugna on the left side.
Goalie comes out. Oh, and goalie kicks it out. That was headed out of bounds, but the goalie decided not to risk it.
So another corner for the Tigers. This will be the third corner of the half, as we've got 2 new Tigers coming in, and especially when they're subbing in on that far side. I'm just not able to get to those numbers, but we'll do the best we can here. At least if they get a touch. We'll say the names then, make sure everybody's name gets called. But we'll call one here as the sub is coming in, and she's going to take the corner. And so as soon as she gets wheeled around, we'll call at least one of the numbers and names. And Sophie Grunling. So Grunling was out for a bit. Now Grunling comes back in to handle the corner. She's handled all corners here this evening for the Tigers.
She's setting up, and the Marshfield offense is setting up.
Everybody's shielding their eyes on the Marshfield side. Here's the kick from Grunling. Low
That's
liner.
Beautiful, right in. Oh, it was almost a handball. Marshfield got it. They're all jumbled up there. Merrill's able to get it out. They start taking it up the left wing, just trying to get it out of the danger zone. They just crossed midfield.
Yeah, you're right, though, Bob. It was almost a handball. That ball bounced around a little bit.
It was really close.
Took a strange bounce. Now, it may have went off of somebody's shoulder or waist, but took an unnatural bounce as it came through the massive humanity in front of the goal.
Right. Well, and the nice thing, it's when it's unintentional. If the ball just deflects, that's one thing.
Yeah.
Marshfield kicks it way down. Merrill in good control, but she's letting Marshfield come up. Marshfield does a great job, gives a little side nudge there, sends it back to the middle. Merrill gets possession of the ball.
Yeah, Tigers stay with it here. They keep pumping it in, and in the end, it's got to be Bayer to handle.
That's what you really love to see as a coach is when Marshfield kicked that in, you had a forward go down to the ball, even though it looked like the goalie was going to get it. Keeping that pressure on is just a great thing. Merrill with possession, trying to get it on their side of the field. It just crosses.
Yep,
Marshfield gets possession again.
Yeah, Ugna and Meyer are there doing a nice job of just kind of really patrolling the midfield. Maybe not controlling so much, but just patrolling and just putting a body in a black shirt right in the way.
Yeah, they're in good control of the game. You saw the defenders take that just really nicely, cross the field, open up the field. It makes Merrill work a little harder. We're way down on their side of the field now. Merrill with possession, but in trouble. Got a Marshfield.
Yeah, Berger down there pressuring the Blue Jay defender and will earn a throw for the Tigers.
Merrill, she realized that she wasn't going to be able to get out, so she kicked it out. Give everybody a chance to set up.
Yeah, Berger like a water bug down there. Just every step the Blue Jay defender took left, she was able to get there in halftime, double time, should say. Here's Schilling now, and they'll let Schilling send it through.
Oh, look at that. Right, big crash up there. Was a left foot there.
Yeah, Weister with the swing and a miss. Weister's still with it, and Bayer will collect for the Blue Jays. And the goal kick didn't get a lot on it, and Agna, but Agna maybe not quite as accurate as Coach Molter would like her to be there.
Merrill gets possession there coming down.
Yeah, there's Lydia Kohler. Kohler finds herself surrounded by Tigers. It will be a Blue Jay throw.
You're starting to see with Merrill, you're starting to see a little fatigue set in. We're in the 25-39 in the game, and with the run and gun possession and then run and gun that Marshfield is doing, that fatigue is going to work on Merrill, and you can see they're starting to sub a little bit more. So the longer this game goes on, that is going to affect Merrill more and more. But I think that they have done a great job of staying with the Marshfield Tigers, and they've got a very good young team. It doesn't look like they have any seniors on the team, so Merrill, as they continue to go on, will be good for them in the years to come.
Goal. Marshfield.
Goalie kicks the ball out.
Okay.
Marshfield takes it off the leg. Merrill steals the ball. Marshfield is just being so patient with their passes.
Agna able to kick it off the Blue Jay forward there and get possession back and get the throw, and then taken right away by Smith. Here comes McKenna Smith and the Blue Jays.
She's coming down, and she's just stopped. Boy, look at that Marshfield defense. It's just right there. They're like a wall.
Now Kohler, and it was last off of Kohler, so a goal kick upcoming for the Tigers. Good day to be a Tiger today, Bob. Marshfield softball with a doubleheader sweep over Eau Claire Memorial. Marshfield baseball taking game one here in Marshfield over Wisconsin Rapids. They play now in the top of the third inning. Rapids, though, with a 3-1 lead over the Tigers. Watch that game live right now at ZaleskiSports.com.
There's another shot on goal. That was a good shot on goal.
Yeah, again,
spinning.
Yeah, McKenna Smith there, and Clara Aller able to scoop it up. Another one of those Marshfield seniors that, as Bob and I talked about in the pregame, were last sophomores when we saw them dressed in their school jerseys anyway. Here comes Schilling down the far side.
Marshfield driving it down, retaining possession. Good left foot inside the 18 shot, saved by the goalie.
Hayden Berger again with a kick, and another, as you said, Bob, another save for Bayer.
That goalie deserves overtime because she's getting a lot of work today.
Well, here's the good news. She's going to get paid double what she was going to anyway. In other news, that is still zero.
Oh, that's a good shot. Look at that. Oh.
Well, let's see. Are we going to have a corner?
Boy, it's another corner.
Yeah, so Schilling forcing the issue there. And right away, Grundling heads to the corner for Marshfield's fourth corner of the half.
They're getting closer and closer, and you'll see as the season goes on for the Marshfield Tigers, they're going to start getting those shots positioned well to set those up for shots, for goals.
Well, Marshfield's had a number of opportunities on a corner. Let's see if they're able to get one home here as Grundling eyes it up and lines it up. Again, same offensive formation for Marshfield. On this corner, here's Grundling with the kick. Sends it deep all the way through, and that may have been a handball.
That was a...
And it was. We're going to have a penalty coming.
That's a handball inside the box, so that should be a PK.
It is. Yeah, tough there. You jump up with the ball, and it just kept rising. The ball just kept floating and rising, and we'll see who takes the PK here for the Tigers. It looks like Schilling is asking to, and they look to the bench, and it will indeed be Marshfield's Kate Schilling to take the penalty kick.
I appreciate the fact that the ref, after he made the call, he went over to the line judge to make sure that that's what it was. That's just a great reffing crew.
Yep. Yeah, and like I said, a tough play for the Blue Jay defender there. That ball just kept carrying, and by the time she jumped in the air, just a reaction, just put her hand up.
With this beautiful stadium, as the sun goes down, you could see when Marshfield lines up down there, they have that sun is a real big issue.
So here's Schilling with the kick, right foot, and past Bayer for the goal.
What's interesting is as we're seeing the Marshfield Tigers run back. Many times you see folks over-celebrate. They're just coming back like this is just what we do.
It's just our business.
We
just
go
taking care of
down and we
business.
score, and that's what we do. Mm-hmm. So they've taken good control now of the game, 2-1.
Yep, 28th minute. So the PKs are even now. It was McKenna Smith with the penalty kick early in the half, and the penalty kick there from Kate Schilling, and that bracketed a Marshfield goal, and that was Schilling. So Schilling's second goal, and Marshfield with a 2-1 lead.
Looks like Merrill is already making an adjustment to a 4-2-3-1, so that they're going to probably try to go a little bit more offensive, which that's definitely what they have to do. But I'll tell you, this Marshfield offense is really working them.
Well, you'll make some adjustments, and you give credit there to Coach Kyle Hahn for Merrill. I mean, yeah, a 2-1, and he probably sees the same thing we do, where the offensive attack for the Tigers just keeps coming, and if he doesn't change something, it could be 3-0, 4 or 3-1, 4-1, 5-1 before you know it. So you make an adjustment and see what happens, but he's probably figured if he stays in the defensive formation that he was in, it probably not going to work out.
Sometimes the best defense is a big offense, keeping that ball on the other side. And so I appreciate the fact the way that they started the game. It did make sense when I was coaching. That's certainly what I would have done, but they're making good adjustments. Now with Merrill back through, good possession, bring it out to the right wing.
Yep, that's Stevenson with it.
Continuing out to the right wing. Drops the ball back, sending it through the middle. And all you see there is Marshfield Tigers. There's one Merrill. Looks like the captain of Merrill.
Yep, that's McKenna Smith.
Kicks it
and
wide.
Goal kick upcoming.
You can see that she's a great athlete. She keeps going down that way, but she fights for that ball. You got to appreciate that. Marshfield down in the look at the shade down there. There's no sun in their eyes. So that's good.
Yeah, not on that end, and there's a certain possibility that once we switch ends after halftime, that everybody will be in shade.
Everybody, you're right. You're right. On kickoff,
Schilling here.
Marshfield, sending it right down that right wing, and that is the game plan that Steve and Jeff love to do. And they will continue to get that. Oh, Merrill stopped that ball. That's good.
Yeah, Berger wasn't able to get it through the Blue Jay defense, and nice job there by the Blue Jays to force a Marshfield throw. Otherwise, Marshfield had an offensive attack developing there.
Yeah, and it looks like the Merrill has made some adjustments in the back, not to wait for it to happen, to go and attack.
So Schilling comes out for the Tigers. Sorry, Bob. Schilling out for the Tigers. And so their biggest offensive threat is going to take a breather in the 31st minute. And it looks like a goal kick upcoming for Merrill. So, looks like. There we go. Sometimes you just want to study that ball a little bit before you give it back to the goalie.
It is smart to do it. 31 minutes in the game, they figure we'll just take a minute here before we put that ball back in play because they're getting tired.
That's right. Strategy. That's what that is. Strategy disguised as, hey, I'm just thinking about things
just
right
tired.
Here. Yeah. Looks like 10 Weister down there and up to Agna. Agna will send it back to the far side and chested there by Merrill.
She caught a little elbow in the side there.
Yeah, saw that right away.
Yeah, she's hurting. She's got to take a knee. There you go. Hopefully the ref will see that.
Yeah, that's she's behind the referee's position. The one here on the near side can see. She is now all the way on her back, and now as Bayer picks it up, the whistle will blow now. There it is.
That's one thing with players at this age. I remember coaching. Sometimes they'll go down, but they won't be on a knee, so a ref isn't going to call it till you're actually on a knee. This athlete went down, and she was trying to be okay, and then she just went to her back. So it looks like with the way everything was going, she probably got the wind knocked out of her with a little shot to the rib.
All right, so with that, we'll take a quick commercial break. It's Marshfield 2, Merrill 1.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chile, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota Powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement. All right, back to Marshfield, and while we were away, Annika Bartz for Merrill, able to get off under her own pressure, and like Bob said, probably just had the wind knocked out of her. She took an initial shot, and then you could just see she kind of just eventually just fell, and we've all had the wind knocked out of us before, so that was the case there, and looks like perhaps we weren't quite ready as Bayer sent it, but we'll get the whistle here, and then we'll have a goal kick, and we'll get this match started back up again. Here we go. So time winds, and 33rd minute underway.
Good kick from the goalie, brings it out to midfield, just across midfield. Merrill has the ball. Marshfield is right there, and you can just see how comfortable they are. They kicked it up, and again, they have possession.
Holly tried to chase that one down and may eventually get to it as she battles on the outside. And now Holly will chase it down in the corner. She's got 3 to choose from coming across.
That's a set to that leg is starting to get tired. She's been sending us over. Merrill has made an adjustment over there on that right side. You can see that, which is good for them, but they're still struggling. They're going for the initial attack, but then they're not following up, and it looks like Marshfield has read that, and they've made that adjustment as well.
So another goal kick here for the Blue Jays as, again, Marshfield leads 2-1, a pair of goals from Kate Schilling. Merrill saw a penalty kick successful for McKenna Smith, and that's where we are now, 2-1 Marshfield. And we'll have a throw up coming here for Merrill. So, Bob, Merrill's been able to do this a couple times, kind of force the ball up the side, kick it off the shin of a Marshfield player, or stress the outside of the Marshall defense just a little bit. But that's really been it offensively for the Blue Jays.
That really has, and that has to do with experience. Merrill is a much younger team, and so they're just trying to keep afloat right now, and they've done a great job. But they're just not making enough 2 touches. They're doing a lot of 3 and 4 touches, and they just can't pull it together yet. But they will. It looks like they will. They've just got to settle down. There's a 1 touch, and it was just towards a player. Merrill retains possession.
Yeah, there's Alex Johnson working across the midfield, and the spill there, and a free kick upcoming for Merrill, as it looked like Ugna may have gotten just a little bit too much of Olivia Stevenson.
Yeah, that was a little bit close to call. I think the ref has seen that it's starting to get a little chippy out there, so maybe taking a little bit more control of the pitch.
Just a warning whistle there,
just
right?
A warning whistle.
I've seen it now, and now I'm going to whistle it.
And it's gone both ways. Both teams are very competitive.
So Merrill on the free kick here in the 35th minute. And that one lands right in the chest of Alex Johnson, and Blue Jays look to get something rolling here in the midfield, as Ugna will intercept for the Tigers. Saw Abby Ugna in the basketball season, called up from JV a couple times, play varsity basketball, and then ended the season on the varsity team, now here in varsity soccer. And nice job there by Bayer, come out a goal and scoop it up and take something from danger into safety.
Yeah, she's not going to risk it anymore. She's like, we're not doing these shots anymore. She came out of there with a vengeance. 35-19 into the game.
As we saw Ali Dici there, try to save that one in, but it'll end up in another midfield area throw for the Blue Jays. That was Amelia Scoveria with the throw. Now on the outside for Marshfield, Hayden Berger. Berger, though, gets it taken away by McKenna Smith and then taken right back.
Very smart play by the Marshfield Tigers there, even though they didn't have possession. A lot of times when you just pick the ball up and you pretend like it's yours, you take it. And that's exactly what she did. And then the ref said, hold on now. So we are going to do another throw-in.
We're going to do a throw. Yep, and Marshfield took advantage there, sent a couple subs in after that whistle. So that really worked out in a couple ways for the Tigers. And Berger, throw comes into Berger. She pushes it right back. And back to Berger one more time. A lot of the action here, Bob, especially in this first half in front of each team bench. Everything kind of going to that far side. And maybe not deliberate, but certainly maybe to the delight of a coach. You get to kind of see things happen in front of you. With Schilling with the run. Schilling wide open.
Oh, look. She's going to step in just on the outside of the box.
Yeah, that'll earn a corner, though.
Another corner.
So Marshfield able to earn a number of corners here in the first half. Again, they haven't connected on any of them. They did get a handball out of one that did result in a Kate Schilling goal. And Grundling, again, will handle the corner kick duties for Coach Lindner.
You see that Marshfield has sent their forward all the way up to stand right next to the goalie.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all intentional.
Yeah, it's Hannah Holly standing in goal. Create some confusion in front of the goal.
Confusion and diversion.
So here's the kick from Grundling. Nice one.
It's a beautiful kick.
Maybe a little too strong, but here comes Berger on the other side of it. Yeah, it looks like what I saw before there, Bob, that the ball, as the wind is coming across the field from the left of your screen to the right of your screen, that ball can get hung up in the wind, and I think that's what's happening there on a few of these kicks.
Yeah, absolutely.
And here goes Schilling to work again. Schilling looking to create. Instead, will give it off, and then a little bit too strong for Berger.
Merrill with possession coming back over the midfield. Ball goes out. Marshfield will get possession going back the other way on a throw. What Marshfield is doing a great job of is possession of 1 and 2 touches. They're not taking 3 to 4. They're passing that ball around, forcing Merrill to run more. So they're doing a great job. They're doing a great job of that, and you could see that's from their great coaching.
So Aller comes all the way out of goal, scoop that up. She had defenders in front of her, but those defenders were downfield quite a bit. There wasn't really a whole lot of pressure coming from Merrill, but you got the ball, you got nothing but green space in front of you. Just go out there and pick it up.
Right.
It's easy. Seems easy anyways. We play here in the 39th minute, near our halftime, and Marshfield again leads 2-1. It was a penalty kick goal from Merrill's McKenna Smith to start us off, and then Kate Schilling with a regular goal, and then just a few minutes later, Kate Schilling with the penalty kick goal of her own. Marshfield leads 2-1. Here's Schilling now. Up ahead it comes to Grundling.
That's a great pass, just keeping it. Marshfield is keeping the ball on the turf, which is a great thing to do. Much easier to control. Merrill steals that ball, trying to come down the right wing.
Well, yeah, and talk about that a little bit, Bob. You keep that ball, like you said, flush to the ground, a little bit easier to control, as opposed to that ball just kind of hopping everywhere, taking short hops or long hops, especially on a windy day like today.
And that's really what Merrill is trying to do. They're just trying to get the ball out of there, so they're not really too concerned with possession. Marshfield is really taking advantage of that, keeping that ball on the turf, which gives you a lot more control.
All right, on the throw upcoming, we'll try one more of these here. Draxler Transport has flatbed driving opportunities that pay you 5 cents per mile premium over van. At Draxler Transport, drivers are always home for their requested time off. Draxler Transport, a family-oriented company that treats you like family. Visit DraxlerTransport.com to apply today. So that time the ad read worked. Got that one in. Clean. Fancy ball handling there in the midfield. Let's get a number here as soon as she turns around. Looks like Courtney Meyer again, and that's what you want your midfield to do, able to kind of control things right there in the middle, kind of patrol, kind of police that midfield area, so to speak. And here goes Hannah Holly and feeds it up ahead to Grundling.
She's going to get that, send it right back through. She's got
had Schilling there, but just a little bit too tall. A little bit too tall for Schilling. Here comes Berger now as the Marshfield offense gets into position. Right back to Berger it comes.
Shielding the ball, coming back through the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 Merrill players there, just outside the 18. They're really trying to slow that. Marshfield looking for the opening.
And Berger unwinds on it and sends that one to the near side of the goal, and a goal kick upcoming for the Blue Jays.
At 41 minutes, what Marshfield would like to do is just get out of this at 2-1, and what Merrill would like to do is get out of this at 2-1.
So maybe that you just agree. Let's just we'll just stand here and clock it for 4 minutes.
Wait it out.
As Schilling now will circle back up top.
Oh,
and nice
shot.
Yeah, that was Kate Steckbauer just getting in the way of that the Schilling right footer. Here's Grundling now on the far side, and she'll send it back in with her left foot, intended there for Holly, and a goal kick upcoming for the Tigers.
Very strong, very strong.
All right, corner. Sorry, yes, thank you, Jason.
Another corner kick.
I've said corner kick so many times, just seemed like maybe this one should be a goal kick, but it's not.
Marshfield playing all the way outside of the perimeter. They've got one inside the 6. As a diversion, that ball's going to go up, and you're just going to see them attack.
So see what Grundling has learned now, kicking the ball back into the wind. As I say it, the flags are drooping now, so the wind may have died off. Here's Grundling's right foot.
She put that in there perfectly, and there's that, just a beautiful, beautiful shot just outside the 6. It was almost a rebound off her leg, but that was intentional, right over to the right corner. That was beautiful. But again, we go back to when you get 6, 7, 8, 9 opportunities, at some point it's going to pay off. And that is exactly the strategy that Marshfield is using.
I think it was Schilling, but I didn't see it cleanly. They'll call you? Okay. Yeah, we're going to wait to get the official score there. We'll see if I was right. I thought that was Kate Schilling again. If it is, it's a hat trick already for Kate. We will find out. But what we do know is it's 3-1 Marshfield. That is for sure.
Absolutely.
And 3-1 on just a... So Courtney Meyer with the goal. So Courtney comes up from her midfield spot and delivers the goal for the Tigers, put her team up 3-1 now, as she and others were, they were kind of matching Merrill body for body there inside the box, and all the commotion in there, and Courtney Meyer comes away with her first goal of the match.
Assist by 3.
And assisted by Grundling. Grundling delivered that corner.
Marshfield is still all over the ball. When that ball comes in, you can see Merrill is just getting tired. They're going to get that ball out, which is good. Try to take it down that left wing. Marshfield retains possession on a throw-in, right straight down the line.
So here comes Schilling on the outside. Bobby, we were just talking as this one comes in, and a little wind-up here.
Good left, good. Right to the center, inside the 6, shot. Goalie just does a great job of getting that ball.
Yeah, Vanessa Bayer has done a lot for Merrill here today. It's just been an onslaught from the Tigers offensively and from that corner. But we were just talking a minute ago, both teams may be happy just to get out of here 2-1 into the half, but Marshall will take that bonus goal, that 3-1, and feel really good about the halftime.
They'll feel a little bit more comfortable, but not a lot. And I'm sure that when they go in at halftime, both Steve and Jeff are going to be saying, we're up 3-1. Let's play like we're down 1-3. That's the way they've got to come out, because a 2-point advantage in soccer can get taken away pretty quick.
And we'll talk about it come second half, but to kind of continue that thought a little bit, you play like that, and you take the 3-1 halftime lead, you turn it into a 4-1, and that sometimes the other team will accept defeat almost right away in that case. So there's some psychological reasons to play like that as well, rather than just the math on the scoreboard. A lot of good reasons. It's 45th minute now underway here at Hiding Community Field. And Marshfield Tiger girls on the field for the first time ever, and looking to bring a win for the home crowd here, and pretty good attendance. I don't know, it's a little bit cold, but that should be no reason to stay home. But I don't know, pretty well attended.
What I appreciate about Marshfield is that Merrill just kicked and the ball went out, and Marshfield got it, and all the Marshfield athletes are still running after the ball. That kind of hunger is something you really want. I'm sure the coaches are very happy with that.
As Aller here will take her time with about 15 seconds left on the first half clock, and we'll have our 10-second countdown here, and it looks like we will have a 3-1 halftime score.
6, 5,
Merrill takes a shot.
Yeah, one hop into the loving waiting arms of Clara Aller, and that will bring our first half to a close. A couple of goals from Kate Schindler, and a goal late coming in from Courtney Meyer. That offsets the penalty kick from Merrill's McKenna Smith, and we do go to halftime 3-1. Before we do, Bob, just any last thoughts on the first half here?
You know, it's just going to be interesting to see how they come out. I think Marshfield will come out continuing to make the do the exact same thing that they're doing, possibly look to get that one score within the first 10 minutes to really take control of the game. They've got good control now. Merrill's going to have to make some adjustments. And as they're walking over to the sideline, you can see the fatigue. So they're really going to have to rally to get that back.
All right, as I was saying, it's Marshfield playing baseball. Also, Rapids 6, Marshfield 1. They play in the fourth inning. We've got 9 minutes left to halftime here. Go ahead and check out that game and then come back for the start of the second half. It'll be second half when we come back, 3-1 Tigers.
Need incentive to get started at Mid-State Technical College? 1, 2, 3 for free can save up to $900 on tuition. Start this summer if you'd like. No catches, no application fee or essays to write. 1, 2, 3 for free at Mid-State. Get started at mstc.edu.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. So you can stream, capture, and post without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
Northside Computers is Marshfield's U.S. Cellular store. Visit us on South Central Avenue in Marshfield for the latest Samsung, Apple, personal cellular devices, tablets, and more.
Your snow adventure awaits at Power Pack in Marshfield and Herbs and Tomahawk. We're ready for snow. Stocked, locked, and
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today.
Your snow adventure awaits at Power Pack in Marshfield and Herbs and Tomahawk. We're ready for snow. Stocked, locked, and loaded with 2 stores of inventory and the best selection of snowmobiles and off-road machines in the area. Activate your adrenaline on your new Polaris snowmobile, side-by-side, or ATV. Save up to $1,500 on 2020 models. Plus, check out our snow gear from all the leading brands at both locations. Don't wait. Your adventure starts today at Power Pack in Marshfield and Herb Sales and Service in Tomahawk. Your snow adventure destination.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted Best Pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli bacon cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
When you get moving again, be safe and ready to go. Use your stimulus or tax return to save up to $150 on a select set of 4 Goodyear tires. At Sherrill Tire and Service Center.
Get your car done right.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
All right, so second half about to begin. The clock has stopped in the end zone. So second half about to begin again. Jason Zaleski here alongside Bob McManus as we bring you high school girls soccer here. First game ever for the girls at Hiding Community Field, and the Marshfield Tigers on their home turf lead 3-1 as we begin half number 2. And Bob, what do we kind of expect here in this first 5-10 minutes?
Well, you can see a little bit I think we'll see a lot of the same with Marshfield because their game plan is work, and it is brilliant. And it looks like that Merrill's come out at a 4-1-3-2, so they're really looking to have, I think, a little bit more of an offensive presence. And in order to do that, they've got to find a way to stop this attack that Marshfield has. Marshfield is doing a phenomenal job of 1 and 2 touches, keeping possession of the ball, and then going for that goal. And you could see that the Tigers have really, when they get inside that 18, they are passionate about getting that ball in the back of that net.
All right, so we look for the Tigers to see if they can put one in here quickly and maybe put this one at least out of Merrill's mind. And like we talked about a little bit in that first half, though, Merrill able to scrap one together here, and all of a sudden, just like that, it'd be a 1-goal game. So be a fascinating, for me anyway, fascinating first 5-10 minutes to watch as second half is underway.
Yeah, 3-1 if Merrill can put one in the first couple of minutes, get this back close. I think they'll be in good shape. But again, Marshfield retaining possession, and you just see those. They did great 2 touches there. A little bit out of bounds, a little bit too much adrenaline.
And whistle blows. We'll have a free kick upcoming for Marshfield.
It was questionable on was that foul, but the ref has the whistle, and so it was a foul.
That's right. Every call is the correct call. That's how it works. As Meyer in the middle and looking for either Schilling or Grundling, and now Schilling ends up with it.
She's got to turn and strike. She's looking for that strike. You could just see it. Merrill does a great job this time of stopping that. They're going after that ball. I think it's going to be, based on what we're seeing so far, it's be a little bit tougher for Marshfield to do their typical offense. So we'll see if that's going to hold up.
Taking a look around the area for a DC Ever soccer score. We had that request come in, kind of like a DJ, right? We had a song request come in. What's the score? As this one comes across the box, Marshfield. Here comes Schilling.
She's inside the 6. Another shot, 2 shots on goal. She'll go to that left foot. That's a big left foot, deflected by Merrill.
Ooh. Wow, what a job there by the Merrill defenders, just spinning, almost like a hockey goalie, just spinning and getting anything in the way possible. And a Marshfield corner upcoming.
Merrill has made they're doing a little bit better job of not letting that happen. They're not giving as much space, and that is a big thing. So Marshfield setting up for another corner kick.
It'll be Grundling again to kick it for the Tigers. As the right foot of Grundling and liftoff, and this one bouncing through the box, and Merrill will be able to clear.
Oh, big shot from just outside the 18 goes wide. Shot from the 6.
Yeah, good chuckle there as Abby Ugna with the delivery, and when she comes back straight, it was Kate Schilling, and they laughed at each other about that because Schilling almost took one right off her forehead.
Yep, and that would have hurt too because when she took that shot, you heard that boom from up here.
Yeah, you certainly did, and they looked at each other, had a good chuckle about it. But anyway, trying to track down a DC Ever soccer score, girls soccer. If you've got that score, hit us up in the chat box.
From outside, oh my gosh, way outside the 18, almost to the line, and she just sent a beautiful shot. Goalie couldn't even move. Went in that left corner. It was a beautiful shot. Marshfield goes up 4-1.
Wow. Yeah, Sophie Grundling showing off her skills from out there. Holy man.
She really centered in on that. That was another one where you heard the boot from up here.
So she's been, I would say, Bob, she's been to soccer camp once or twice.
Yeah, I would say so. I bet she's been out here on a Saturday afternoon all by herself practicing.
And probably practicing that exact kick a number of times. So Grundling and no assist. Am I right on that?
Courtney Meyer.
Courtney Meyer on the assist. There we go. So no, I was wrong. But what I am right about, it's 4-1 Marshfield. So there we go, Bob. We did talk about that at the close of the first half and a little bit here in the second half. At Marshfield, not only do they get the goal and the mathematical goal, but they also get the psychological goal there as well, I think.
And that is a very big goal. And it's nice to see that the shoulders didn't go down on these great Merrill athletes. They just put the ball back in and let's go back to work. So that's fine. 4-1, it's a tough one, not undoable. So they're going to have to stay strong.
No, a lot of time. That one comes just 2.5 minutes into the second half. So, yeah, if you're Merrill, there's plenty of time on the clock. And time is what you need, and you've got plenty of it. But you're going to need a couple goals along the way. It's Merrill back on the attack here, and Marshfield just looking to just cause a little disturbance there in the midfield, and they do. So this will be Ali Dici to round back for it and kick that one off the shin of the Merrill player, and Marshfield defense retreats.
Yeah, you can see what's happening is she was holding the ball back then. That's a very smart play for her. She saw that Merrill's not coming up to the attack, so she was just holding that. Marshfield with possession on the throw-in. Great way of shielding the ball. Merrill player goes down, bringing it right down that left mid. Look at that right forward. Come over there, get in position. Another shot right there just outside the 18. Gets deflected. Marshfield and Merrill, look at those shoulders going there. They're fighting for that ball. Marshfield pops it back out to the midfield, sends it back up.
Yep, sent in there by Critelli. And
sends it right over the mid, just outside the circle, right there at the 18. She tried to cut back around. Merrill was right there to attack that. They made that good adjustment. Good for them.
Yep, that was Weister there. Thought she caught her sleeping, but did not.
And this is where Marshfield is very patient. They're keeping that ball right there on the carpet. Nice little 2 touches, working that ball back to the center. Oh, that was a great opportunity.
Came right through the legs of number 10, Avery Weister. Looked like she might have swung just a little bit early there.
Just a hair early.
Again, Marshfield's had those opportunities all match long here, and they just keep sending the ball in, sending it in, and making good things happen with it.
What's really nice to see about the Marshfield Tigers is they are really working the basics, and they're letting that work. Taking it up the right line.
Here comes
she's
Grunling,
sending it down, trying to
Schilling.
send it to that corner, and that's exactly what Marshfield is doing. That's in their game plan. Send it right back across the middle. Merrill intercepts that ball, gets possession, but Marshfield is very clear on what they're doing, and they keep executing it. What you'd really like to see is Merrill make that adjustment, because Marshfield is really going down. Again, the basics, they're doing the same thing. Big kick from Marshfield.
Yeah, and the big kick might roll all the way through, and it does. So a goal kick upcoming for the Blue Jays. Spectrum Benefit Solutions with offices in Wausau, Stevens Point, Wisconsin Rapids, Medford, and Spencer. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. And if you're watching this broadcast, if you're an employee, tell your employer that you want lower costs on health, dental, accident, and life. And if you're an employer, get that for your employees and give yourself an assist on the hiring madness that's going on right now. Everybody's got a sign out in their window, now hiring. Everybody.
Every single
even here
in town.
Even here. Again, if you're watching this broadcast, we are looking for a DC Everest girls soccer store if you have one. We checked all the normal places and came up empty, which is not all that unusual.
Oh, that's a kick from just outside goalie. Goalie's going for the ball.
Oh, what a scramble.
Boy, that was tough. That was a good left foot. Hit the goalie, hit the post, and it started spinning. Goalie did a great job of jumping all over that. Brought the ball out, sends it back up to midfield.
Yeah, goalie for Merrill here, Bob. Vanessa Bayer. I mean, she has worked really hard tonight. Those 4 goals, really the output of a hard-working Marshfield offense. But Vanessa Bayer has done everything that Coach Kyle Hahn has asked of her here today.
She's going to be late to school tomorrow because she's going to be exhausted.
There you go. She'll be napping on the bus ride home, win or lose. Yeah. Is that a thing you can write on your note when you come in late? I played really hard at soccer last night and stopped a bunch of goals.
I had 15 shots on goal, and a teacher should say, that's fine. You're good.
I like it. So 53rd now turning nearly to the 54th minute. Tigers lead 4-1. A couple of goals from Kate Schilling, a goal from Sophia Grundling, and a goal from Courtney Meyer here today for Marshfield.
Really appreciate how the Merrill athletes are really working. They are not giving in at all. They're going down. They're going down hard. Good for them. They have possession there on the left wing. Take a shot, trying to get something through the middle. Goalie comes out. Marshfield deflects it out, back out wide left.
Now Bart's here. Bart's rolls it in. And off the side of the cage, goal kick there. But a couple of chances there, Bob. First it was Caitlin Winningham, and then Annika Bartz for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, really nice to see that. They're still in this. It's 4-1 is a comfortable lead for Marshfield, but we've got 36 minutes left, so there's plenty of time. And you just start one goal at a time.
And plenty of time where Coach Lindner's still nervous on the sideline.
Oh, absolutely. I could assure you the Marshfield coaches will not be happy until the 90th minute. A lot of fun to from the box here to see how passionate these coaches are. They jump up and down.
Chance here for Weister,
going
spinning,
deflected off of the goalie, and that ball goes in.
Yeah, the goal is in. It was a spinning ball from Weister. It looked like Grundling may have been in there to clean it up. We'll see who they give the goal to, because, Bob, it all depends when that crossed the goal line. It may have already crossed by the time Grundling got there, and if not, she taps it in.
That left foot, boy, that sent that ball just spinning, and that's very, very difficult as the gets cooler and cooler here. It's getting a little moisture out there. The goalie's gloves are probably a little moist, and that was hard for her to do.
So we'll get an official goal when it comes up here to the press box, but it's one of two people. It just depends when the ball crossed the goal line. So it is Weister be credited with the goal. Avery Weister with the goal, and it makes our score Marshfield 5, Merrill 1. And what that means is that spinning ball crossed the goal line before anybody else contacted it. So the spinner from Weister.
Assist by Courtney.
And assists from Courtney Meyer. Yeah, and that one there, if you're Coach Kyle Hahn of Merrill, you're on the sideline. You wish you could just run out there and just poke that ball out, because it just kind of spun there. Seemed like for an eternity. Merrill right back after it, and last off the leg of Annika Bartz. It'll be a throw for Marshfield. But second time now, Bob, in the last couple of minutes, we've seen Merrill really push downfield here and try to. And actually, they're going to give the throw to Marshfield. Okay, that's what I thought. But yeah, a couple times now in a row that Merrill's really turned it up.
Yeah, they've really made a good run if they can get it down here and get their offense going. But again, Marshfield is doing a great job of stopping that.
So
Marshfield
all the way up
back
to Schilling
over
here. Can Schilling chase it down? No, Bayer comes all the way out of goal to scoop it up. Otherwise, I think Schilling was going to get there.
And Bayer did not want that. That is for sure.
No.
It was worth the run out. Marshfield continues to possess, send the ball down that left line. Goalie comes back out. She'll take it up to the top of the 18, kick it. Get close to the midline. It's a 50-50 ball right now. Merrill gets possession. Two Marshfield players there. Marshfield takes control.
Yeah, here's Ogna now up ahead to Schilling. Schilling looks for Grundling and sees her forward, and her forward will send it out of bounds. A throw coming up for the Blue Jays.
It's interesting to watch Marshfield. They're not passing it to the player, their teammate. They're passing it to where that player needs to be.
Sending it to a spot.
Sending it to the spot, and that's brilliant work. Marshfield sends in a couple of subs, slows the pace down. Now they're with a 5-1 lead. They're looking for clock management and, of course, personnel management, making sure that their athletes don't get overworked.
So 57th minute, and on the throw was the sub Haley Whipfley, one of the two subs. The other one didn't come close enough over here to see the number. As Holly turns there, but not able to find the handle on the ball, and sent back to the midfield. Now Merrill again, one more time here for Willingham. Outside it comes to Bartz, and then taken away by Marshfield. Nice job. Look
Marshall.
at Grundling go again. As I said, Bob, she's been to soccer camp before.
I'll tell you what, that was a great pullback. That was a great foot skill.
It really was. I mean, it has been impressive. And for me, saw these girls last 2 years ago, and Grundling, one of those standouts as a sophomore, and you can see she has really progressed over the last 2 years.
You know what's great about this Marshfield team is every now and then you have one or two. There's a good shot from the left corner. A goalie comes out and gets that ball. She's going to kick it up. That leg is getting tired. She's not even getting it out to the 50. What's great about the Marshfield team is they are really a team of athletes out there that are working together.
Here comes.
You've got to.
Yep. Go ahead. Bart's down there, but
Yep.
Aller will step out and collect.
You have a couple of dominant players, but they're really collectively working it together, which is brilliant.
Saw Sophie Grundling, as a matter of fact. I mentioned Abby Ugna. Sophie, also part of the Marshfield girls varsity basketball team this year. Got to get reacquainted with her during the basketball season. Now out here, really impressing on the soccer field. And I suppose no surprise as we now see everybody in action here, but no surprise, she gets all the minutes that she does.
Deflected shot into the goal. Goalie gets the ball. That's a good kick, almost up to the half. Marshfield tried to head it. That didn't work. Marshfield now has it just going back now over center field. Merrill gains possession.
Yeah, here's Kate Steckbauer. And just as I say it, Steckbauer loses possession. Now Ugna down the side. And up ahead it comes to Schilling, and something developing here for the Tigers. There's Schilling, a run to the corner. And this one will be sent out of the end zone, and a goal kick upcoming for Merrill.
Marshfield has a very unique situation. They've got those. They can go down both alleys, the right or the left. They've got a strong right foot and a strong left foot. That is a real nice advantage to have, and they're very, very patient. They're waiting for action to take place.
So 60th minute here in Marshfield, and it's one of the other psychological things that'll happen here as we kind of Bob and I kind of check through the list here of how the ending here might unfold the final 30 minutes. But that's just it. As you look at the scoreboard, you see 30 minutes left. I'm up by 4. I'm down by 4, and kind of that psychological part of the game starts to really take effect. At least when you look at the clock, start kind of. Like you said, for Marshfield, kind of start using the clock to your advantage. And for Merrill, you see it kind of maybe start slipping away a little bit.
She sends that ball right through, just about inside the 6. Merrill's able to take it away.
Grundling,
Marshfield gets possession
footer.
out of the left corner.
Sophie Grundling with the left foot.
Huge left foot.
Oh, what a bend on that from Grundling. And she is having herself a match here today.
What was that old term? Bend it like Beckham. That thing
Well,
took a huge right turn. That was a brilliant shot.
Yep.
Again, you're right. She's clearly been to camp.
Now you bend it like Sophie does, and wow. And now after all that, she's going to come off and
A well-deserved break.
Get a congratulations from Coach Linder and Coach Schmalter.
And a great job of them as a coaching staff to they've got good control of the game. Let's get her some rest and a couple of the others some rest and get some of those, maybe those younger athletes, give them a little bit of experience on the pitch.
And she goes right back to find her water bottle over there. Get a drink, get some rest, and who knows, maybe even come back out a little bit later.
Very well could be.
So 6-1 now as Marshfield begins pulling away as Grundling scores in the 61st minute.
Schilling assist.
And it was Kate Schilling with the assist. So
Both girls go down looking for it, no whistle.
Well, that'll teach you.
Right. I guess they figure they both went down, so no
That's
foul.
right. That's right.
The fatigue on Merrill is setting in on these passes there. They've got a young team, I think they have the materials for a great team in the future, and maybe later on in the season. They've just really got to work on the basics. It's clear that Steve and Jeff have really helped the Marshfield Tigers just to have great basics.
Yeah, we looked at these rosters before the match started. Merrill with a number of juniors, a couple seniors, but a number of juniors, and we talked about that before. So the last competitive season for Merrill, those girls were freshmen, and so they come back here as juniors, whereas Marshfield, again, they were a state qualifier 2 years ago when they were last competing. All those, a lot of those girls are back, and some of them now seniors, and a lot of senior leadership on that team. Meyer, Schilling, Kilty, all seniors, all captains, and that experience, that veteran and maturity really showing out here.
It's very interesting what both sets of coaches have to do. This is a great game for them to see. For Steve and for Jeff, they just need to continue with the basics and over and over and over. And Merrill's going to have to look at working the basics. And there's a shot from the left side that goes out. Continue to really work on the basics of those 1 and 2 touches. They're really lacking at that. And at the 62-minute mark, with that fatigue setting in, that's going to be harder and harder to do, especially at a 6-1 deficit. Hopefully they'll stay in this game.
Fourth inning over at Hackman in Marshfield, and it's Wisconsin Rapids 8, Marshfield 5. As Marshfield picked up the game 1 win in that doubleheader, baseball game, if I didn't say that. Marshfield trailing, though, here in game number 2, 8-5 in the 4th inning. And looks like Marshfield will come to bat in the top of the 5th, down by 3. You can watch that game live right alongside this one at ZaleskiSports.com.
Merrill and Marshfield both work it down the left side. Looks like it went out.
Looks like a corner upcoming for Marshfield.
Marshfield it is a corner kick, and they're still keeping that one forward way up there in the box by the goalie.
Yep, forward this time is Hannah Holly as the kick comes in.
Beautiful, right into the middle, just outside the 6.
Yeah.
Merrill got tangled up there. His good left foot. Merrill's doing everything that they can. Now they're just trying to kick the ball out.
Yeah, Weister had a good run here on the opposite side, but the ball didn't clear through. Did I say? Yeah, Weister had a good run. The ball just didn't clear all the way through, and then it just, like you said, it kind of got muddied up in the middle there. And this one will be chased by Berger, and a throw upcoming for the Tigers.
Marshfield doing a great job on the through balls. When they've got a forward up there, really getting it into the right place. That's really helped them on the attack.
Agna battles on the outside and loses this particular battle. And now Merrill with a throw as we have played 64 complete minutes here. As we start to kind of head towards 20, 25 minutes left here in this match. Time becoming shorter and shorter for the Blue Jays. Courtney Meyer, again, like I said, just kind of patrolling that midfield, really policing the whole thing there. And, a lot of that offensive attack, Bob, can come from the midfield, and especially your midfielder, and one like Courtney Meyer that can kind of direct traffic around her, maintain possession of that ball, and just a real calm sense in the middle of the field for the Tigers.
Boy, and that's really what you need. That midfielder really needs to be able to do, just as you said, really see the entire field. That is so important. Now they're bringing it down.
Yeah, Meyer going here back up ahead to Weister.
She tried to place it, just put it out a little bit too far ahead.
Yeah, Avery Weister's got wheels as a sophomore, but they've used some of those wheels in the first half too. As it looks like it appears as though they may be Grunling coming back in. As soon as she turns around, I'll tell you for sure. But Weister will head out for the Tigers, so those wheels need to cool off over on the sideline a little bit.
Go get a little water or Gatorade and a little rest.
Yep.
And get back out.
As Merrill with up ahead to Schilling now. And Schilling will spill just outside of the box, I think.
Just outside of the box. The side AR called that just outside of the box.
So a free kick, though, and a big opportunity for the Tigers as Schilling rips from there. And, Bob, sometimes, depending on the situation, that may even be a card. doing something like that. But
it's close, and you could see it was unintentional, but I appreciate the fact the ball was stopped.
It was.
She put it in play.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see if she follows it up here because she had a tune-up.
That was a rip at it there. So Schilling, there's a wall of 4 Blue Jays in front of her. Here's Schilling on the
Look
free
at that.
kick.
She went
and
right back to
nailed it.
the same spot.
Just absolutely nailed it.
I mean, that was right back to the same spot. Marshfield is going to have to pay for a new goalie net because this one is getting ripped up tonight.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's been an impressive show here by these Tigers here tonight, as now they are comfortably ahead of Merrill, 7-1, and the free kick there from Kate Schilling was just a work of art.
It really was, and now what Merrill needs to work on now is just the basics and not to get down or anything like that. It's been a tough game for them, but make it a learning experience. You can. The season is very, very early. And it's nice to look out there and see that all their shoulders are up. They're still going after the ball. That's the way it should be. Should never get discouraged in a game. They're always a learning opportunity.
Coach Hahn and Coach Bielecki will likely be telling their Blue Jays, let's just get one pass here, just one clean pass, one good touch, and let's just work the ball down the field.
And it looks to be exactly what they're trying to do. Marshfield didn't intercept it. And they got that. Merrill's doing a good job there of this possession. They're trying to take that outside.
Yeah, Willingham there up ahead to Smith, and it will be a throw, though, for the Tigers. But quite an offensive performance here by Marshfield, including Kate Schilling and Sophie Grundling. They have really shown through here today. Courtney Meyer with a timely goal early in the first half as that one scooted out of bounds and a Merrill throw upcoming. But we talked about it. Bob, you identified it right before the match started, and that's your identification of how Marshfield is going to get after this really came true.
Yeah, it was. You could see how they lined up and everything. Was really quite impressive. They're just trying to work that ball. You know what was great about that free kick down here when she kicked it in the first time, maybe a little bit early, much like in when you watch the NFL when they take a field goal at the very end and they call a timeout and then they go back up. She put 2 in the exact same spot.
Yeah, it really very accurate. Yeah, you're right though. Yeah, you see that in football all the time. A flag or a false start, that kicker kicks it anyway. Right? You want to see it go through the goal. It's a mental exercise. See the ball go through the goal.
Merrill drives it in just down just outside the 18. Marshfield gets it, kicks it out, so Merrill will have another throw in. It's probably maybe the first or second time that Merrill has been down in their danger zone, which is good for them.
Steckbauer with the throw. But, yeah, it was a good opportunity there for the Blue Jays, and sticking with it here is Smith. And Smith spills down, and the ball goes out, and a goal kick upcoming for the Tigers. And I heard that whistle. I had to take a second look, but sub coming in from Marshfield. It'll be Kate Schilling headed out, and perhaps Critelli in. That's what it looks like. Numbers for Marshfield much bigger on the back of the shirts than the front. Yep, that's what it is, though. Claire Critelli in for the Tigers. Be nice if they had flashing lights as numbers on the back. Then I could really see it. So Marshfield just expending some time here. They're not particularly concerned about what's happening here, right? To throw and you throw it off of the opposing player and back out of bounds, another throw. That's no concern there at all.
No concern, and you can already see that Jeff and Steve, the coaches, have made an adjustment to slow the momentum down. No use at this point in risking an injury or anything like that. However, their team is still utilizing great passing. This is almost like you mentioned earlier, a clinic. This is almost watching this great Marshfield team. It has been a clinic the way their passing has been taking place.
So ball be playing deep here in the Merrill offensive third, and Blue Jays still on the attack. And here comes Steckbauer, and that one rolled to Aller.
It was actually a good shot on goal. She had a clear shot. Goalie did a great job of getting that ball. Goalie has a huge kick just out past midfield. Rolls off a Marshfield Tiger. Merrill will get possession on the throw-in, just passing 70 minutes into the game.
Oh, okay. Well, good. Thank you very much.
Marshfield kicks it out, so Merrill will get another throw-in. Throw-in, and there were two Marshfield Tigers right there. They kicked it out, deflected out. Merrill gets another throw-in.
71st minute here in Marshfield as, again, the clock continues to wind down and play here in the Tigers' favor as they have a 6-goal lead and less than 20 minutes here left to play.
Oh, look at that. But it's just a great through ball. She's got to carry it down. That defender's got to come over. Great shot. Oh, deflected. The goalie deflected it off. Should be a corner kick.
Yeah, it'd be a corner upcoming and another real nice push there by Avery Weister as her wheels had cooled down on the sideline, comes back in, and really her effort there racing down the field caused this corner kick.
Really was a great job. You could see the Marshfield is real keying in on putting that ball in when they get in those situations. They just during this game here, you've seen it tune it up just really incredibly well.
So I can get a peek here on who will be handling the corner, and the corner will come from Becca Losman. So Losman, right foot, sends it in. Ball bouncing and still loose. And last touched by Marshfield, a goal kick upcoming for the Blue Jays.
Looks like another sub for Merrill.
So goal kick for the Blue Jays as we enter the 73rd minute, 7-1 Marshfield. Again, first game for these girls at Hiding Community Stadium. Scheduled to play here last year, and I don't know, some bug making all the news.
Yeah.
Caused us not to play last year. I don't know. The news talks about it a lot. I turn it on. I don't know what the heck they're talking about. But we're playing now.
Caused a little ruckus, didn't it?
Caused a commotion during the last year.
Merrill does a good job of fighting for that ball. Merrill getting a little bit more aggressive on the ball, which is good. It very well could be that that's a good push, good left arm.
Yeah, that's Lydia Kohler out there, just making some space for herself.
Making some space.
And here's Smith now battling on the outside. Again, McKenna Smith, the holder of the Blue Jays' lone goal that came at a penalty kick that actually started our match. The PK came in about the 4th minute. Seem right? Oh, boy, longer than that. Okay, so at 11:22, a long time ago. and and now the Blue Jays with a free kick. Free kick sent in by Steckbauer. And I was told Ava Santermay. How do you say it? Saint Germain. Okay, got it. Something like that. Yeah. Ava Saint Germain in on goal here. Has been, as I was told, in since the start of the second half. But
Marshfield taking it down that right wing, crossing it to the middle. Boy, that would have been wide open if that would have got past that Merrill defender. Merrill defender threw out her foot just in the nick of time, which sets Marshfield up, looks like, for another corner kick.
10th corner of the match, so they reached double digits in corners. And again, if you were to only know the corner kick stats and not the score on the scoreboard, that tells a lot there too. 10 corners in the match.
Beautiful set shot there.
Yeah, handball coming through though on the other side is that as Critelli came crashing in right off of her right elbow, or right forearm.
And that's frowned on in soccer.
What? This just in.
You can't call double dribble.
Yeah. Nice interception there by Agna. And now I believe that is Berger. Yep, Berger on that far side. Tried to turn, lost the ball on the turn. Good thought, though.
Very good thought. Merrill did a great job. She held on to the ball a little long. She had 5 touches, and that will reduce your opportunities. But Merrill is coming out with the ball, and you could see they got a little spark. Good for them. 75 minutes into the game, and they've got a spark.
And again, that's Smith working hard, and she's had herself a good match here today. And that'll be just, well, it will be kept in. I thought Marshfield, now it does get sent out. And Marshfield very happy to force the throw, get some subs. Clock continues to run, 76th minute.
Yeah, I think we'll probably start seeing just about every time that whistle gets blown, they're going to start sending in subs just to control the game, control the injuries.
Now, at what level, Bob? Whether it's 16U, high school, college, MLS, whatever. At what level, as this one goes high, does it become acceptable to when you're sub just to kind of take that slow stroll off the field and nobody whistle you for it?
Well, as long as you're moving in the right direction, the ref can put it in the game. But especially if this were a 2-1 game, you would be doing a very light jog out to as slowly as you possibly could.
A lot of high knees, not making a lot of leg movement, but really going nowhere.
I've never known of a ref to actually call that a penalty, but you certainly get the hurry up.
Well, and you certainly get the hurry up from the other team.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we've seen before in international matches where sometimes the other team will help push you off the field.
Right. Marshfield with possession on a throw-in over the midfield.
Yeah, throw there from Haley Whipfley. And now turning the other way is Bartz from Merrill, and then it gets turned right back on her. And this is Devin Miller.
Look at that. That just fierce. Oh, boy, that was inside the box.
Yep, so we get the whistle there.
Let's see, will they give that a...
Well, no, they're going to give Merrill the free kick.
They gave that to Merrill. Wow, that's a
it was kind of
chain
going
of
both
events.
ways.
Yep.
Yeah, they were both kind of banging into each other there a little bit, but the free kick awarded to Merrill. 78th minute. And then the kick off the side of her foot did not go where she wanted it to.
That did not. That's fatigue.
Yeah.
Right there at 78 minutes into the game.
So throw comes in one more time from Whipfley. Battled with Ugna, wins that battle, gets it down to Weister. Back up top to Miller. Miller sends it in, and nobody on the receiving end. Ugna, though, able to just kind of poke it to the wing and sent in now by Miller. As Marshfield content with just letting that ball just kind of bang around out there.
Yep, just maintaining possession down in the an area that they're comfortable with, and that's good. Something tells me they're going to take another shot on goal.
Well, there's may be one
shot
here.
On goal.
Bob, you've seen this game before, haven't you?
Well, you could tell that you could just see when they're lining up. This is a great opportunity for both teams. I mean, it's great for Marshfield because they've got good control, they've got good basics. I believe they're going to have a great season. And I hope what Merrill will do is take a great learning opportunity out of this because they've had a great lesson tonight, certainly on how this works. They just sent it down, way down in Marshfield territory. Marshfield has possession, looking to bring it back up.
Well, and talking about Merrill, one of the things there too is, you could practice, and practice is needed to prepare for match day. But what you don't get in practice is the lights, the fans, the media, the everything else, and to have that experience for Merrill here. Even if they were to go on and lose this one, you get all that experience. It's just that extra attention and experience, and you're able to hopefully transform that into something in your next outing.
Absolutely. One of a difficult thing for the athletes too is when you're practicing with people. Sometimes you could be really good in practice, but when you go to play other people that you don't know, you could be a little bit timid. And we've seen just a little bit of that tonight, and I believe that the age difference of experience is a factor as well.
So play here in the 80th minute. We come up on just about 10 minutes left here in this match. Marshfield with a 7-1 lead. 7-1 lead on a really nice night from Sophie Grundling and Kate Schilling, among others. But those two have really led the way here for the Tigers tonight. Courtney Meyer in that mix as well. And we called a number of these names. What we haven't called a lot of is this
shot.
one is off of the football field goal post. We haven't had the opportunity to call a lot of defensive names because of Marshfield offensively able to possess the ball, and so we didn't get to find out a lot about the four on defense for the Tigers, not at least tonight.
Yeah, when it has been backed by them, what I've really been impressed with is they are not nervous. They will send it from sideline to sideline just to get possession, and that really is maturity as opposed to just kicking the ball up the field. So that's impressive. But you're right; they really have not been challenged that much tonight.
This one intercepted by Agna, and now Agna looked to feed the corner.
She's got a shot there.
Herself off the crossbar. Oh, Agna with a terrific opportunity and really hit the corner there, the junction of the post and the crossbar, and it ricochets back on the field. We continued play now in the 82nd minute. Merrill looking to push.
Merrill making a good run. I'm impressed with that. Good for them.
Now Agna with the feed up ahead. Merrill defense will retreat and force a Marshfield throw. But, yeah, what an opportunity there for Agna. Hit it just on the wrong side of that round bar.
That could not have been any closer because a half an inch the other way, and that would have ricocheted in. She's got another opportunity, not challenged, straight to the goalie. Goalie comes out and says, that's enough. I'm going to kick this ball out of here. No, what's interesting is the Marshfield Tigers, they're using everything. They're using their feet, their knees, chest, and we just seen a couple of headers. They're using soccer is a very unique sport like that, and they've got good control of their entire body.
This one sent up ahead by Holly. She looks to connect with Miller down the side, and Miller will let that one roll out and earn her and her Tigers a throw. And the throw comes in right away and deflected out past the goal line, and now a corner upcoming, a corner kick number 11 for Marshfield. Take a look at the scoreboard, Bob. The other thing I see, Merrill with just one shot here in the half.
Yeah.
And just have not been able to put any pressure on.
That's a great set shot right in the middle, directly to the Merrill player. Merrill deflects it out. Marshfield gets it back. Merrill deflection, another corner kick.
So another corner kick coming up for Abby Agna. She looks inside there. Very tall Hannah Holly sitting out there, and ball not able to get all the way through though to Holly.
Merrill doing some good talking. If you notice when Merrill is passing that ball's coming off the turf. That's just enough time for Marshfield to get there.
And be another throw for the Tigers, 84th minute. And just thank everybody for watching tonight and enjoying our broadcast. Again, highlights available late tonight if you can make it. Otherwise, right away tomorrow morning on your favorite Zaleski Sports Facebook channel. We'll have baseball, softball, and our lone soccer highlights all available just like this one for free. You just come out and watch them and enjoy. Get to relive or maybe see it for the first time. We'll show you highlights. We will show you all 7 Marshfield goals in the highlight package. Hey, who knows? Maybe 8. Still just under 6 minutes left on the clock. And the ball goes out, and there you go, Bob. Another whistle, and subs coming in for Merrill. Looks like Marshfield may who was that on the side there? Berger looked maybe to come out, but Coach Linder says, just go ahead and stay in.
Marshfield they've slowed the tempo way down, which is good. No use in a pulled injury or anything like that. You know, you were just talking about the highlight reel. I hope you show that one goal where the ref, it was a free kick and she took it early, scored, and then did it right after. That's impressive.
All right, consider it done. I know the guy who will make this highlight tonight, so consider it done. No, it really was. I mean, it was it was a very fascinating, memorable moment in the match here today. She took the
Merrill's got they got possession, but tell you what, Marshfield is just there so calm.
Yeah, Steckbauer was in the action. If I've called a name a lot for Merrill, it's been Steckbauer, and Smith has been in the mix as well. But Marshfield just able to turn back any Merrill threat here tonight. Just want to be chased down by Weister. Look at the speed there of Avery Weister.
Right back over.
And Agna not able to keep it, or that may have been Holly. Either way, Marshall not able to keep it in. And the clock continues to run here. Less than 4 minutes left in the match. Or I'm sorry, less than 5. Take one more peek at that Marshfield baseball game for you and report to you in just a moment. They're at commercial now. Again, Marshfield won Game 1 of the doubleheader against Wisconsin Rapids, and Game 2 now. Yeah, last check, Marshfield was trailing. Marshfield softball with a sweep over Eau Claire Memorial, just a couple blocks west of here on East Becker Avenue. Busy place these days. There was JV going on, JV baseball, varsity softball, soccer. Marshfield had 4 events happening essentially simultaneously. Busy.
These brand new stadiums that have been erected are really just incredible, and it's nice to see them get such great use.
Yeah, we had a ribbon cutting earlier this afternoon. Ribbon cutting for Madison Field and Safford Field, and we'll put together a little video of that tomorrow afternoon, and along with some written coverage of the ribbon cutting and really the path that it took. We talked to Marshfield Senior High School Athletic Director Nathan Delaney about that during the ribbon cutting. According to Mr. Delaney, a process that really started in 2008 and got us to where we are now. Of course, the baseball.
And she went right around
there's
the corner.
Weister. Yep, here she comes.
Sends it right through. Oh,
nice job again by Bauer. Again, Vanessa Bauer has been on the spot for Merrill tonight. But yeah, the football field here where we are was used during the 2019 football and boys soccer seasons. But then that thing that was on the news prevented the girls from playing soccer in the spring that year, and then prevented the softball and baseball diamonds to be used. So, but everything's in full swing now.
Well, I think this is what number is this? 13 or 14 for the corner kick?
Yeah, 13. Yeah, a lot. 15 shots for the Tigers, and here's another corner. This will be Agna to send it in.
Beautiful set. Oh,
and
good set. Merrill got in there and attacked that. Merrill did a good job of getting that out, but it was set in perfectly. Merrill with an attack.
89th minute here in Marshfield.
Merrill just gets tangled up. Oh, now they've got possession just crossing the midfield. Marshfield takes that ball away.
Yeah, able to be kept in on the side. Nice job there by Berger. So we see Ali Dici now all the way up in the midfield. Had started in a defensive spot here to begin the night, and but Dici moved up. Now she'll come back into her defensive shape. And she was pushed all the way up through the midfield. She's looking to kind of force things a little. I mean, force in a good way. Looking to stress the Merrill defensive shape.
Less than 1 minute now. Marshfield has possession. Just bringing it over, almost walking right into the center. Looking wide to the right.
Yep. And sorry, Bob, as we talked about this last minute, baseball update, Marshfield 8, Wisconsin Rapids 8. They play in inning number 5. So when we are done here with soccer, you can watch Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids battle right down to the wire. It looks like they're tied at 8 now in game number 2. And Berger will happily let that one roll out. And we will get our final 10 seconds here from Marshfield.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that'll do it. An opening night here at home for Marshfield Girls Soccer. Their first ever match here at Hiding Community Stadium. And they come away with the win over Merrill 7-1. We will step aside here real quick. We'll bring you back just in time for our Nasonville Dairy post-game show back in just a moment. Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually, that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
All right, back here to Marshfield as we begin our Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily, NasonvilleDairy.com. A 7-1 win for Marshfield tonight over Merrill. And we'll get Bob's post-match comments here in just a minute. Take you through the scoring, though. And as you were watching all match, you saw it was look at the right sheet here. How about that, Bob? McKenna Smith with the goal for Merrill. She started the goal scoring, and then it was 7 unanswered for the Tigers. And we'll go through these here real quick. Kate Schilling in the 22nd minute, and then Schilling just a few minutes later with the penalty kick put the Tigers up 2-1. And they did not look back from there. As I said, it was Courtney Meyer with the goal in the 43rd minute, and that gave us our halftime score of 3-1. And then just a couple minutes into the second half, Sophia Grunling with a goal on a very nice assist from Courtney Meyer, and then a goal by Avery Weister, a spinning twister that leaked just across the goal line. And then Sophia Grunling came back with just a beautiful goal from the corner, and then on a free kick, one of the best goals you might see all season long from Kate Schilling after she took a practice swing and hit it. And Bob said it during the broadcast. She came right and hit the same exact spot again. But Bob, Marshfield, 7-1 win. They're 2-0 now on the season.
Yeah, you know, if I were the coaches there, Jeff and Steve, I think they've done a great job of coaching the basics. The athletes are clearly conditioned well. And the great thing is, it was very clear what their game plan was. You could actually see. And when the athletes actually stick to it and go by what they've been coached to do, you get games like what you did tonight. The score, of course, it's 7-1. It's an impressive score. But just looking at how they were able to control the game, control the tempo, and most importantly, control possession, that's what you're after in soccer.
Yeah, as I said in those final moments of the second half, we didn't have a chance to call many of the defenders' names for Marshfield because they did control the ball offensively, really had it in their own offensive half, if not offensive third, and 7 goals, a product of that. And you said it during the broadcast a couple times, the future this season anyway, the future of this season looks pretty bright for the Tigers.
I think it looks very bright, and I'm just looking, as the coaches send film to opponents so that they can look and scout and whatnot. It's going to be hard for another coach looking at this because they've got weapons in the center of the field, to the right and to the left. So you can't just focus on one person to try to shut them down. Marshfield has a very balanced team, left to right, front and back. So it looks like they're going to have a very impressive season.
All right, we'll wrap up our Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Now, again, Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily, NasonvilleDairy.com. Zaleski Sports is the home to all Marshfield Senior High School Tiger home athletic activities, and that includes tomorrow. Marshfield baseball with the game against Hudson at 5, tennis against DC Everest, I believe, at 5 o'clock as well, and a lot of other things going on. Check out ZaleskiSports.com for your local listings. Highlights of this one coming up just a little bit later tonight. Have a great night, everybody, and we will talk to you again tomorrow.